Hello and welcome to There's No Business Like, a podcast where friends and industry colleagues explore topics and interview leaders in our industry of professional theatrical touring.
Welcome back to another episode of There's No Business Like. I'm Bryan Zelmer, Executive Director of Bardavon Presents. The rest of the pod squad wasn't able to join me today, so we'll get right into the interview. I had the pleasure of sitting down with a very special guest, Alex Morgan, also known as Silencio Pantomimo, a professional mime. So, with no further ado, here's my conversation with Alex Morgan. Hi, Alex, and welcome to There's No Business Like.
Thank you, Bryan. It's great to be here.
So I know you have 13 years of professional experience performing all over the world as a mime, and we'll certainly dig into that. But first, let's start at the beginning. Where did you grow up, and how did you first discover the performing arts, and specifically mime?
I grew up in a small town outside Franklin, New Hampshire called Northfield, where the biggest event around was the annual county fair.
Oh, okay.
It was primarily a gathering of people working in the agricultural sector, as well as folk artists and crafters that wanted to sell their homemade wares. People came from far and wide for this fair so they could share farming techniques, buy and sell equipment, or boast about their livestock, which there were more competitions than I can recall. Of course, it was a fair, so there was plenty of typical rides and carnival games, as well as the foods. Ooh, the foods were so good. My family went to this fair religiously every year. I don't mean we would go once a year. I mean the entire family centered everything around fair days, and we would go all 5 days it was in town. When I was only 3 or 4, I saw a mime there. It was like magic. He performed there every year, and it was a thing I anticipated about the fair each year. As I got older, somewhere around age 9 or 10, I just knew I had to learn that and do that.
So, when and where did you begin to study mime?
Well, at that young age, it wasn't a question of studying something. You just saw something you thought was neat and you wanted to go home and try it and mimic it. I then discovered that there were books about mime in our local library. Small as it was, for some reason, they had a decent number of books about the subject. I feel like it was the universe encouraging me.
That's incredible.
I'd take out only one of these books at a time and read it with a fine-tooth comb. I'd internalize and practice what was talked about in the books over and over until I essentially had the whole book memorized. And then I'd go back to the library, return it, and check out another one.
Gotcha.
I only got through 3 or 4 of those books before I stumbled upon Marcel Marceau.
Oh.
I was 15 at the time, and I found out that Marcel Marceau opened a school where you could learn about the art of mime in Paris, France. So I ran away from home, and after several months of hitchhiking, begging, and trading favors around the whole Northeast, I finally made it to Paris. Sadly, I didn't realize that his school only lasted for 2 years and then shut down.
Oh my goodness, you ran away from home at 15 and hitchhiked all the way to Paris, France from New Hampshire? There's so much to unpack there.
Yeah, I know. It was foolish. I don't really want to get into all of that right now, but I will say that I stayed in touch with my mom and dad the whole time, and I did return, so everything was mended on that home front.
Okay.
However, Paris wasn't a total bust because I should mention this is the late 1970s, so mine was just coming down the other side of the popularity mountain it achieved in the late 60s and 70s. What was I? Oh yeah, Paris wasn't a total bust because mime was still pretty huge at this time, and they were everywhere in France, and they were quite respected. I became friends with a mime who was working professionally at night, doing a 10-minute act at a cabaret theater. And then he'd busk on the streets to tourists all day and make an incredible amount of money. He took me on as an apprentice, and we worked together, forming a duo mime act. It was incredible. Unfortunately, the cabaret didn't even let us audition it, so I only performed on the streets, but people were so into it and so generous. So we made out just fine. I remember one of the hokey things we did every day because the tourists just went bananas for it, and that was we mimed climbing the Eiffel Tower. But then going into this whole bit where we were like playing a kid's game of King of the Hill, and we'd precariously dangle off of the Eiffel Tower while we fought each other to be the person at the top of the tower.
So how did you go from busking on the streets of Paris to performing professionally, touring around the globe?
Instead of telling you my mime story, why don't I show you? Would it be okay if I transformed into Silencio and answer your questions that way? We could do the rest of the interview with me in character. It might be fun for your listeners.
Yeah, okay. That would be a first for us, but sure, let's try it. Oh, okay. So Alex just got up and went to get his bag. So I guess we'll pause here, and when we come back, I'll be interviewing Alex's mime character, Silencio Pantomimo. This should be interesting. Okay, we're back, and I'm here with Silencio. This will either turn out to be something really unique and interesting, or the biggest train wreck we've ever had so far on the pod. But I'm excited either way to try this and see where it goes. Okay, let me take that over. Welcome back, folks. I'm here with Alex Morgan, now transformed into Silencio Pantomimo. For the rest of the interview, you'll only hear me, as Silencio will answer all his questions in mime. I'll do my best to describe his actions, but I can't promise it's going to be great. This is new to me, too. All right, first question. Silencio, how do you prepare for a performance? Silencio is miming putting on a costume. And now he is painting his face. Okay. Now he's doing, looks like stretches. Oh, okay. He's warming up. It looks like some stretches and facial exercises. I guess he's looking in a mirror. It looks like he's looking in a mirror. He's not responding to me, but I guess that would be the difference between mime and like a game of charades or something. Let's see. He's showing us, some meticulous preparation routine, which involves stretching. To me, looks like a cat who's had too much coffee, but I'm not sure what that was. Sorry. Thank you, Silencio. So I was asking Alex before you transformed into you, how you went from busking on the streets of Paris to where you are now, performing in theaters all around the world. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting I have to describe because my listeners can't see you. Okay, so he is now climbing an imaginary ladder. Okay, he's still climbing. This is pretty incredible. Wait. Okay, he stopped. It looks like to wipe his brow. It must be a really high climb. Now he's digging into one of his pockets. He's digging into his right pocket with his right arm, and his left arm, I guess, is wrapped around the ladder. I think, he just looked down. He's hugging the ladder with his left arm. He just got dizzy or something by the height that he's climbed up, I guess. He's wiping his forehead and putting something back in his pocket. I guess that was a rag or something, or a handkerchief. And he's now climbing the ladder again, slowing down. Oh, he stopped. He's reaching up to feel the top of the ladder. I guess he's reached the top of the ladder. It seems like he's waving his hands all around like there's no ladder up there. I think he's hanging on the top of the ladder now and looking down. Seems to be dizzy and frightened by the height. Yep, I get that. He's quickly popped his right index finger into the air. Okay, I get it. He has an idea. His right hand is now digging into his right pants pocket again. Is he getting the handkerchief? No, he's getting a few items out, I think. I'm not quite sure what they are at this moment, but he's taking things out and placing them under his chin to hold and his armpit and just trying to not drop them. Oh, okay, now he's done with his pocket and... Sorry, not sure yet. Hold on, he's doing something. I'm not sure how to explain this. Okay. It appears he took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 balls. They appear to be ball size, like the size of oranges. And he's now balancing them on the tippy top of the ladder. No, he's okay. He's balancing. I see. He's standing at the top of the ladder. Oh, this is incredible. Okay. He's balancing at the top of the ladder. Oh, but he almost lost his balance and almost fell off the ladder, but he just got himself back composed together. Okay. He's now, he's juggling. He's juggling the balls as he's standing, balancing on the top of the ladder. Okay, I get it. And now he just caught them in his right pocket one at a time, and he caught them all, it looks like. And then he's doing an end pose. Okay. Yay. Okay. Thank you, Silencio. That was great. Not quite sure I understand how that is an answer to my question, but we'll take it since this is totally new. I'm sure there was some kind of answer there, and maybe I'll get it on playback. I doubt it, but we'll see. Anyway, I realize now that he's sliding down the ladder, so he's not done with the mime. I'm sorry, with this scene. Okay, now he's safely back on the floor, and he just bowed. And okay, great. So yeah, end of scene. Sorry, I got ahead of you, Silencio. All right, Silencio, next question. You clearly have mastered your art and performance skills, but what advice do you have for a young listener out there who might be thinking about becoming a professional mime like you someday? What advice about the business side of your profession do you have for them? Oh, I keep forgetting to describe. Okay, sorry. He's actually just standing still. I think he's pondering the question, so we'll just give him a moment. Oh, he's grinning and looking up. Okay, I think that means he's got it. He's beginning to bend over at the hips and is okay. He's placing his hands on the floor. I should mention his hands are open and flat against the floor. He's kind of arched over like the letter N with his feet and hands. Oh, he's now raising his legs very slowly, though. This takes a lot of strength and skill and balance. Wow. And he's now gone into a full handstand. He's just on his hands, and he's perfectly straight up and down with his legs pointing up in the, I'm not sure what he's doing, but his feet are straight, and then he's bending at the ankles and pointing sort of up and down with his toes. Oh, he just quickly dropped to the floor head first. I thought he was going to bang his head. Okay, but he rolled into a ball. That was pretty scary, Silencio. All right, and now, incredible. Now he's hobbling around. Not quite. Let's see, his knees are completely bent, sort of hopping, but not really, on the balls of his feet. He's waving his arms. They're bent arms. I think I understand. I think he's a chicken. I think. Yeah, he's got to be a chicken. Okay, he's hobbling around the floor, flapping his elbows like chicken wings. Kind of think like the chicken dance. That's what it kind of reminds me of, the movement he's doing. I'm not quite sure what this means, but all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a mime chicken. Okay. Never seen that before. And he just laid an egg. Dare I even say it? This is cluckin' hilarious. All right, sorry, bad pun, but I had to do it. Opportunity presented itself. I wish you guys could all see this, because this is the most bizarre mime I've ever seen. All right, he's laid an egg, but he doesn't seem to be done acting out this chicken piece. I thought that might have been the end. He's wandering around the floor now, still chicken-like, still waving his arms. I think he's looking for food to peck, I think. Something's gotten his attention. His head is no longer cocked over and looking down. He's now holding it straight up, and he's got a concerned look on his face, and he's like turning his head back and forth like he's scanning for danger. Oh, he's listening. Do chickens have ears? I don't know. I can't. It appears a wind has started to pick up. Oh, I've seen this wind bit before. Okay, I've seen this, but never as a chicken. Wow. It's blowing him a bit, but it's getting stronger. I can tell because he's now fighting to stay put. I know this must sound ridiculous, but this is actually quite amazing to watch. I mean, I've seen, as I said, similar mime fighting the wind, kind of cliches, I guess. Sorry, I don't mean that as an offense, Silencio, but this is really quite incredible to see. It's really some skill as a chicken. Holy cow. All right. The wind is now so strong, he's being flung to the other side of the room, but he's not giving up. Nope. He's just fighting it. Oh, no. Oh, just as he makes some progress, the wind blows him back. Okay, he's still fighting it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel incredibly sad for this chicken. All right. Not just because he's being blown about, but he just appears so sad. He's got such a sad face on now. It's like, oh no, Silencio. Oh, something blew into him. It must have been something large. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it knocked him over. He's now balled up on the floor on his side. His eyes are closed and he's not moving yet. He kind of seems lifeless. Silencio, you okay? Oh, he just shook his head and popped his head up and he's opening his eyes. Oh, he looks angry. Okay, he's now angry or maybe determined or something along those lines anyway. And now he's rolling onto his head. Oh, his hands are now stretched out. They must not be wings anymore. I'm not sure what's going on. Some kind of transformation. Oh, he's back in the handstand. His feet just pop straight up in the air. He's laying like flat in the air standing on his hands. And he just popped himself out of the handstand. Wow. And landed on his feet and just bowed. Great job. That was great. Bravo, Silencio. I got to say, that was very unique. I've never seen anything like that. Again, the meaning went over my head, but and I'm not sure if that relates to my question at all, but it was certainly interesting to watch. I have no idea what this is going to sound like, but anyway, great performance skill. I can definitely tell you're very skilled. All right, Silencio, next question. What's the most challenging part of being a mime? Okay. Silencio is now miming a snake? No, it's a rope, I think. He's taking a rope out of his backpack or bag, or he's pulling it and working at it. This seems like an enormous invisible rope, folks. His face is a bit contorted now, assuming due to the effort he's trying to pull this crazy long rope out, which he's still doing. And it just keeps coming and coming. Okay, he's got to the end of it and he's dropped it on the floor next to him. Okay. He's reaching back into the bag or trunk or whatever it is, and appears to be struggling with getting something else out. It's clearly something heavy, but I'm not sure. Whatever it is, it's let's see. He's using both hands and trying to pull it out, which I can now see his hands. And he's pulling this heavy thing out of the bag. Oh, no. Okay. Some force has pulled him back. That heavy thing just pulled back into the bag and pulled Silencio kind of in with it. But he isn't giving up. All right. He just let go, and he's now looking around. He's looking at me, and he shrugged his shoulders. Is that the end? No. Okay. I guess that was it for that one. Okay. That is the end. Okay, great. Silencio, this has been a fun experiment. I just have two more questions. They're ones I always ask. First, if we were to get into a time machine and visit your younger self back when you were performing on the streets of Paris, what advice or encouragement would you want to pass along to yourself? He's thinking again. He's reaching above his head. He's grabbing something. Okay, it's a light bulb. I get it. He has an idea. He's now feeling the air behind him. There's something there. It appears to be quite large. Oh, okay. I think I know this one. Okay. He's indicating walls and sides of a large box. Yes. I'm guessing that's to signify the time machine. Good one, Silencio. All right, he's appeared to have discovered something in the middle of one of the sides of the large box. I think he's showing it's a handle of some sort. Okay, he's appeared to have opened the door and is now going inside the box. He's feeling around the walls from inside the box and Yep. Okay, still feeling. I see he's like checking all the sides and okay, it has a ceiling. Yep, and floor. It has its own floor to this box. I see that, Silencio. Yep. Silencio is now closing the door to the box that he opened to get in, and he's repeating the feel around and showing me all the sides of the box again. Yep. He's now holding his left hand to his ear and shaking his head, pointing at me and back at his ear. I think he's saying he can no longer hear me. I guess he's indicating that the box is soundproof. Okay. And now he's looking shocked or surprised by something. He's looking a little bit worried, I'd say even. He's starting to get a little kind of frantic, just feeling around, still touching the walls. He's reaching up. Not sure exactly what's going on. He has this concerned look on his face. I don't know. It's got me concerned though. His eyes are darting around, no longer looking at me. Can you see me, Silencio? Okay, I think the box has gone opaque for him. I could still see him, of course, because the box is invisible. But for Silencio, of course, he seems to be losing all of his senses one by one. He's now pointing at his tongue and making a disgusted expression. I don't know if he's tasted something bad. Oh, he's gagging and choking. Not quite sure. He's making a choking symbol around his throat and coughing. Of course, I can't audibly hear him cough, but that's clearly what he's doing. He's definitely coughing. Oh, no, he's bending down in the box. He's kind of contorted along the side wall there on the left side. I think oh, no, he's struggling to breathe. Silencio, what's going on? Why are you choking? Get out of the box, Silencio. Just open the door. Open the door. Come on. He clearly can't hear me or see me. Silencio, come on, open the box. This is sad. He's slumped over in the box, but his right arm is reaching up. He's still moving it around, but he's searching the wall. He's close to where the handle was, I think, but he's not able to open it, I guess. He's clearly struggling to breathe. Oh, no. He's passed out. He's silent and still as a lump on the floor. Silencio! Silencio! Hey, is that the end of the scene? Yeah, he's just still laying there. Not sure what's happening. I mean, nothing is happening right now, but I don't know if there's more to come after this long stillness or if the scene is over as it seems. Silencio! Yo, Silencio. Hello? I was going to ask him what his favorite part of the industry was today, but it looks like we're done. Silencio! Hey, are you okay? For real? Are you okay? Is this still part of the act? Is he okay? He's actually looking pale right now in real life. He's got makeup on, but I don't think this is supposed to happen. Can someone check on him, please? Yeah, okay, I'm going to end this here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode, and we hope you tune in next week. Until then, be kind to yourself and take care. Silencio! Come on, what's going on? Is he all right?
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to There's No Business Like. Our producers and hosts are Bryan Zelmer, Josh Benson, Kevin Maynard, Katie Miller, and me, Danielle Van Hook. Views expressed in this podcast are ours alone and are not reflective of the organizations we are a part of. Keep up with us at nobusinesslike.com. There you'll find links to all of our episodes and socials. If you like this podcast, give us a like, a follow, a review, or our favorite, a 5-star rating. Oh wait, what was that site? I got it, don't worry. It is nobusinesslike.com. Do I sound out bus-I-ness every time I type it? Yep, sure do. Stay in touch, my friends.
Thank you, Bryan. 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 It's great. Thank you, Bryan. It's great to be here. I remember one of the hokey things we did every day because the tourists just went bananas for it. And I would throw... I remember one of the hokey things we did every day because the tourists just went bananas for it. And I would throw... I keep singing I would throw. People came together from far and wide. People came together from far and wide for this fair. People came from... starting over.
April Fools!
No mimes were injured, maimed, or disfigured in the making of this podcast.